On January 4, 2012, a strange message appeared on an anonymous forum. "We are looking for highly intelligent individuals. In this image, we have hidden a message." Within days, posters with QR codes showed up on street poles from Seattle to Warsaw. A name began to echo across the internet: Cicada 3301. Who were they? What did they want? And why did their trail lead both through the web and into the real world? Tonight, we're not chasing hype. We're chasing what's actually confirmed. This episode is about Cicada 3301, a series of puzzles that ran from 2012 to 2014, with later activity noted, and a final signed message in 2017. The puzzles blended cryptography, steganography, listening skills, and open-source intelligence. The stated goal, in their own words, was to find intelligent individuals. One detail made Cicada different from rumors and hoaxes: digital signatures. Important announcements were signed with the same open PGP key. That signature let people verify whether a message was authentic or just another imitation. Part of their runic book, known as Liber Primus, remains unsolved to this day. That's why this story still lives. It's a rare, global riddle with verifiable anchors, unanswered pages, and a very deliberate philosophy about truth. January 4, 2012. A post appears on an image board. In a picture file, hidden data points to a trail of puzzles. Solvers move from image layers to websites, to phone numbers, to coordinates in the real world. At those coordinates, people find posters with QR codes and a small cicada symbol. January 2013. A second round begins. The style is similar. The discipline is the same: precise clues, careful signing, no theatrics. January 2014. A third wave, more ciphers, more references, more structure. Then, a long pause. In the background, the community keeps working on Liber Primus, the runic pages that require custom alphabets, modular arithmetic, and unusual mappings. Some pages submit, others hold. Finally, April 2017. A signed message warns, "Do not trust unsigned riddles. Use the public key to verify authenticity." And then, silence. That's the timeline we can defend with evidence. 2012, 2013, 2014, and a signed note in 2017. Everything else must be weighed against that spine. Anyone can write "We're Cicada." Few can cryptographically prove it. Cicada 3301 did something simple and powerful. They used one open PGP key to sign important messages. When a new post showed up, you could fetch the public key, run a verification, and check whether the signature matched. If it did, the message was genuine. If it didn't, it was noise. This is the heart of the story. It's not only a treasure hunt, it's a lesson in verification. A digital signature is not about secrecy. It's about authorship and integrity. It's the difference between a claim and a proof. In April 2017, that same signature appeared on a final warning: trust the signed, ignore the rest. For a phenomenon surrounded by speculation, that consistency matters. So what did solvers actually face? Steganography, hidden layers inside images, noise patterns that aren't noise, metadata that carries coordinates. A single picture could hide a string, a hash, or a pointer to the next step. Classical and modern ciphers, shifts and substitutions, transpositions, book ciphers, public key hints, clues that required both a broad toolkit and the humility to test simple options first. Audio, spectrograms that reveal shapes or text when you look at sound, tones that encode numbers, Morse buried in noise, bootable operating system images. At least once, solvers were led to a custom environment. It wasn't only about reading, it was about executing, real-world coordinates, Perhaps the most striking twist. After long nights at the screen, the path would suddenly point to a physical location. People went outside, and the posters were there. The puzzle had crossed into the world, and yes, it takes resources and planning to place posters across multiple countries within a tight time window. That logistics footprint is part of why Cicada's identity remains a magnet for theories. Liber Primus, the runic book. Some pages yielded, once the community understood the custom alphabet and the numeric mappings beneath it. Other pages have resisted for years. The unsolved pages are not just a mystery, they're an open invitation. Honesty first. We don't know who Cicada 3301 was. The verified record never claims an institution, a country, or a company. No credible insider has stepped forward with proof that survives scrutiny. Popular theories circulate. Intelligence recruitment. Pros: operational discipline, global logistics, focus on tradecraft. Cons: no verifiable attribution. Plenty of capable groups could mimic that footprint. A non-commercial ARG. Pros: no obvious monetization, long-form puzzle design. Cons: ARGs usually want an audience, a payoff, or a brand. Cicada resisted all three. A cryptography circle or a privacy collective. Pros: rigorous signing, deep crypto knowledge, consistent ideology. Cons: no clear public claimant, and no downstream project with a proven link. There are wilder guesses too. They make thumbnails punchier, but they don't make the evidence stronger. Remember the rule Cicada left behind: trust the signed. Apply that mindset to every new claim about them. Ask: who says this? What's the proof? Where's the signature? The most responsible answer is also the most interesting. The identity is unconfirmed, and the method they modeled is the message. Cicada 3301 left three lasting ideas. 1. Reality check. Not every mystery is equal. When you can test a signature, you can separate signal from noise. 2. Skill stack, steganography, ciphers, audio analysis, OSINT. These skills aren't only for puzzles, they help you evaluate claims, trace sources, and spot manipulation in everyday life. 3. Culture. They showed that curiosity and discipline can coexist. You can be fascinated and still demand verification. You can chase a story and still accept uncertainty. That mindset ages well because the internet isn't getting quieter. Verification scales better than outrage. So here's my question to you. If a new PGP-signed message from Cicada appeared today, would you follow the trail? Why or why not? And if you would, which skills would you bring first? Cryptography? Audio reverse engineering? OSINT research? Drop your plan in the comments. I'll pin the most well-argued replies, not the loudest ones.